But yeah, back on track. Where are we up to? Richard, number 4.
I'm like a blank slate here. Me and you played it a little bit before together.
Did we?
Yeah,
Online.
online. And then I played your brother as well. I wrecked him.
Injustice.
Yeah, I wrecked.
Nice.
I wrecked him. So
Yeah, you did. But like as soon as I sussed out your attack pattern, I literally like 100 streak win. Like
no, I
so
1v1 me right now.
So Richard fucking when it like starts going to Scorpion. No, I can't
Scorpion
talk. I was going to Superman, which is like the noobiest character in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Paul worked out my attack pattern.
yeah, so Richard,
I was like winning
Richard
all the
using
time, and then Paul
Scorpions, Scorpion's like teleport attack. Like the advantage over that is Scorpion teleports, and then but your character stays facing the way that he was, and for a brief second. So if you're holding back on the D-pad, you're blocking against the attack, but then because you teleport behind, it's a switch stance. So you're now walking into Scorpion rather than blocking against him. So as soon as like Richard's like teleport animation started, all you have to do is hold the back button in the opposite direction. He instantly like switches his block stance. So Richard was like jumping, I was like blocking and attacking, blocking, and I literally got like a 50 streak win. It was funny, and like every time Superman, help! Little animation where he like flies off. It's so fucking annoying. Yeah, Injustice was good. For like
I probably thought that was funny on it because I'd like got me gamer tag and that I'd like switched everything to Aquaman, like the background, the sticker. And
did Bobby Bobson post a new picture of Amelia Clark in the chat?
Yeah. I cleared it. You can't have that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just kept going Aquaman because I just thought I'd
love Aquaman.
to see these. I just love to. I wish I'd envision in my head that I was just poning some kid. Like, oh my god, I'm getting fucking wrecked by Aquaman now. Yeah, Aquaman rule.
You was like sticking up for him. You're like
I'm king of the sea.
It's like
I'm ruler of Atlantis.
You're like behind him, like you've got hold of his arms and you're punching for him, just like yeah, like a little puppet. Yeah, that's quite funny because everyone like shits over Aquaman. That's funny. Injustice was good, but it got pretty boring. Yeah, once like that night that me and you, Dan, we were like going for the trophies, and like we just sat there at like 4 o'clock in the morning, like cannot be arsed, like just doing everyone's attack, everyone's special thing. It was just like such a grind.
I thought it did, and I was like waiting for the trophy to pop, and I was like, oh, I must have missed one out on someone, and thought I'd executed it, and I just hadn't. Thing is, like, well, it could be any one of them, and there's like fucking loads of characters. And I was just like, fuck this, like, there's no way I'm platinum in it. I can't be arsed. Too much effort, far too much effort. We get to like level 100 as well, and yeah,
fuck it,
all on that.
Injustice. Let's see, what's mine?
Number 3.
Yeah. Mentioned it before.
Esther?
No. Started playing it.
You mentioned it before?
I mentioned it before.
Is it?
PS3.
No.
Hotline Miami?
Did I mention that before?
No. But
Catherine.
Could have. Oh, Catherine.
Yeah.
Anime.
What a fucking great game. Like, so underrated. I was saying before, it's a puzzle game primarily, but half of the elements is sort of just exploration. Well, not exploration really. Basically, it's divided into 3 segments. So there's the anime section, which is like the cutscenes of the game. Some of them are in-engine pre-renders, which is really fucking weird. The characters just I was like Snapchatting you before, Richard, and his eyes are like pure mad. That's like they try to render in-engine, but sort of like Borderlands graphics, but without the cell shading. So it just it just comes out. All the characters look really scary, but the anime's like legit. 14 frames a second anime, looks nice. I kind of wish there was actually like a full anime just for the people who didn't want to play the game, because the story's actually really good. It's a really nice concept behind it. You could probably YouTube all of the anime sequences, like I was saying before. You could probably YouTube them all in one go. The only thing that breaks it up is the fact that part of the cutscenes are the in-game pre-renders. Because the characters look so fucking weird, it just breaks the flow of the anime up. Then the second segment is the puzzle segment. So, like I was saying before, again, you have to make your way up a tower. Gradually gets harder. You finally start working out techniques, and it becomes like a skill in the end. Like, even playing on normal is actually really hard. Like, I done a run through of it on easy first, and I still struggle with normal now. It's tough. It's a tough game. And the third section is sort of... So at the end of it... So the puzzle sections are set inside his dream. So the idea is if you die in the dream by falling off the platform, you die in real life. So you've got to get to the top, survive all the nights, and then at the end of the night there's like a big reveal sort of thing. But every night that you survive, you go back to the bar, and you're like drinking with your mates, and you can like stand up and walk around and talk to different bar patrons and talk to the bar staff and stuff like that. But there's people in the bar who are also in the dream with you. Depending on how you talk to them in the bar determines whether they like survive or die. So it's kind of like goes off a karmic system. So if you treat someone like shit, then they'll probably die because they've got no motivation to beat the puzzles, etc. But it's a lot more detailed than that. So yeah, it's fun, and it's got a really unique story to it. If you're interested, not available on PC as I mentioned, and the collector's edition for it goes for a mint. It's so expensive, so rare, but yeah, got it for free. So, Dan, number 3. Can't think. Because you like that many games on the PS4, like you like that many of them, it's so hard to like tell and rank them. I kind of think I know what your number 1 is.
Yeah, you should.
but
is it PS3 or PS4?
PS4. You ask this every single time.
Is it all of them? All of them. PS4?
Yeah, they're all on PS4. Yeah.
PS4 then. Would it be? You go first, Paul. Would it be Oddworld?
That wasn't free.
No, I haven't.
But you paid for that?
That's what I mean. It wasn't free.
I didn't include it because I bought it. Like.
Yeah.
Oh, it was free, wasn't it? Oh yeah.
It became
free. Yeah. But I bought it. Like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it Rogue Legacy?
Nope.
Can I get one more guess?
Okay.
No.
Oh no, I'll
absolutely
have
not.
Guess.
So.
Does it begin with an A?
I'll give you a clue, a big clue, Paul. You'll get it. La, 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 la,
the
la,
melee,
la.
the melee, the Guacamelee.
Super Turbo Championship Edition. Yes.
That
I
was
love
close. Close to being on my number 5 actually. It was really good. I did platinum it in the end, which was infuriating towards the end of the game on hard mode. Especially some of them arenas. Like the platform wasn't too bad once you sussed out the controls and that. Like it wasn't that bad at all. And once you've got the suit where you've got infinite stamina, you're basically flying. But yeah, some of the combat bits towards the end. There was one bit that I remember in particular where you drop into like an arena, and then you know the big monkey giants, like the ones with the purple fists, rather than one of them spawns, as well as 2 black skeleton guys who throw the red things, the bones.
I hate them. They always mug you off with them.
So
mug you off.
The thing is with them ones, they're like the elite guards towards the end of the game. So you drop into this arena, so you try and dodge the big guy in the middle, and dodge these red arrows as well. The red arrows aren't, or the red bones, sorry. They're not too hard to dodge because you can roll through them and whatever. But once you start unleashing a combo on them, they teleport away. and obviously they teleport to the other side of the arena. So you're constantly going past this big guy, but then you think, okay, once you've done that, it sounds no. Then 3 of them fucking Zeus guys spawn, 2 in one realm and 1 in the other.
Them.
And it's just so irritating. They're just fucking
Hate
flying
them as well.
everywhere, shooting
Yeah.
plasma balls. I literally, I come close to not even bothering with it, but I persevered and got it in the end.
The thing
Fuck,
is,
it was tough.
with all these games on PS Plus as well, it's like a lot of them are like hard games, or at least hard to platinum games.
The games that you need to put in
Which
enough
I
time
like.
to learn a skill. It's not just like you're playing a game.
Yeah.
It's like you're actually learning a different skill base. Rogue Legacy, like, was like
Yeah,
learning.
like, oh,
there was like
that's-
learning an actual skill to do. Like, it was tough. I still no, I did beat it. But I don't think I'll have the platinum it. I'm so impressed that you platinumed it.
There's one of the toughest games I've played, like doing that platinum with it. Oh, it's so hard,
Yeah.
like stupidly hard. I proper done my fist in because I punched the couch,
Ooh.
like, and like missed the cushion and like punched the dad of it. It was just like ah, like I was fuming.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing. Yeah, definitely. Guacamelee though, yeah, good. All like the little
References,
quirky jokes and
quirky
stuff.
joke. Yeah, I was
Like,
literally going
all
to say
the-
it's so
all-
quirky, just so topical.
Yeah.
Um,
all the Mexican like spoofs and
Yeah,
stuff.
Mexican
Just proper
spoofs.
crap. Just reminds me like it's like me
The
mum's
best one.
humour, like, proper
The best one was when you start like a new game on hard, and when you leave his cabin, there's a Dark
Dark
Souls
Souls
message
one.
on the floor, and it says the real Guacamelee starts here.
It's just Guacamelee
Ah,
stuff.
it was so good. Remember I messaged you? I was like, didn't even see that the first time, and then it clicked in my head. It's
Yeah.
because it's hard mode. It was so good. I love all shit like that because it shows the people who made the game are actually into games as well. They're not just in it for the money. Do you know what I mean? Like you could probably like give that game
That's why I
to.
like
What?
this.
Oh, you're breaking up.
Doesn't it, like, there's loads of, like,
Oh, that buffer. Oh, go on.
That's why I like Dust and that as well, because there's like loads of familiar game characters and stuff,
Yeah.
like all sort of crossed over. And it's fun.
Yeah, like if you gave Guacamelee to someone who develops games for a AAA company, probably wouldn't get onto any. Well, saying that they might do, but they probably wouldn't get onto most of the references. I don't think anyway, because they're just like
Maybe like Mario and Zelda.
yeah. But other than that, yeah. But let's not get into that. Positive vibes. Yeah. Ooh, welcome to Game Masters. What's going on? I haven't watched like the old Game Chasers in ages. I boosted the
We
Xbox
should
up.
watch some.
Yeah, I boosted the Xbox
Well-
up yesterday to update it and that. And it was like, I looked at what was in, and it was like, play DVD. I was like, what DVD is this? And I pressed play, and it was just like the Dongo halfway through talking about like like aliens, like where I'd left off.
Bigfoot is definitely real. Along
and with the
chupacabras.
chupacabras. Oh, I miss old Game Chasers. I feel like that's all my life now is just saying that I miss old things. Like that's just my entire life. I'm never psyched for anything new. It's like Terminator, it was alright. Jurassic World, it was alright. Apart from Mad Max, that was like the last thing I got like really excited for that was new. Well, yeah, that's my whole life. We saw a game before in Forbidden Planet, a board game that was like it caught my attention straight away because it was shaped like an NES box. What was it
Oh,
called, Richard? It was called like Monster Boss 2.
Yeah,
and you
Monster
just
Boss,
create
like,
your own
the
dungeons, but like
version
tabletop,
2.
like fucking D&D, but in, like NES style. It looked boss.
Sick. Oh,
I would have got it.
Defo.
But it was a standalone expansion to what I imagine is like. Yeah, I'm gonna have a look now actually, see if the thingy. Oh, my Chrome's broke. Great.
Should we move on?
Let's see. Yeah, where are we up to? Who's Richard's number 3?
Richard's third.
Go on, I'm just gonna look for this thing.
My third. Do I have a number 3? I'm asking you guys.
I don't.
Well,
know.
how would we know?
Oh, wait. How would you know?
I don't know what you've played.
I'm yeah,
Towerfall.
oh, not number 3. But
Yeah.
I'll give you that. That'll be. I'm just thinking whether that'll be number 2 or 1. It has to be one. That's Towerfall would be my top 3 games.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. What's the spoilers? Oh, is the new expansion pack? It's been out, hasn't
Yes,
it?
it's out. I might buy it tonight actually. I went on a few days ago, and we'll talk about Towerfall in a minute.
Well, can we talk about it now?
No, because
you. Well, you already guessed.
let me get to my number
first.
2 first. Then we'll talk about it.
Well, we already talked about my second one, which
Well,
was
No,
which would
what's
be-
your number 3?
He doesn't know.
You don't
I
have
do
one.
know.
You don't
I
play
do
enough
know.
games, matey.
That is some serious beef.
You're just not cutting it, mate. I'm gonna have to replace you with Bobby Bobson.
Bobby Watson, he's just a
I don't
shepherd
even think
dog.
he's still here. I think he left because I think you offended him by clearing the chat.
He posted nudes of someone.
That's fair. No, but I don't think I have the mature thing ticked. So
Can I just tell you all mine then?
just tell us number 3.
I told you. Oh, number 3.
Yeah. You must have played. You've had the PS4 for like a year and a half at this point.
It's a dust collector at this moment. Oh no, I had it. I swear to God, I had it in my head. I don't remember now. Yeah, because after you mentioned, okay, I don't have a number 3 of him.
Moving on. My number 2.
Apologies.
Have a guess.
Don't know.
Towerfall.
Oh wait, shit. No, I was gonna say Bind of Isaac, but that's my number 3.
That's your number 3.
Yeah, that's my number 3. But we'll move on.
We'll talk about that for Dan. Dan's number 1.
For Dan, yeah, that's it.
What?
No.
No, it's not.
Is it not? Oh, I guessed wrong.
That's number 2 then.
My number. My.
We clapped it.
Process of
No, it is
elimination.
actually my number 1. Spoilers.
Oh shit. For second one.
My number 2,
What is
Towerfall.
it again?
Towerfall. Mate.
Towerfall.
Oh, love that
Ben
game to
Reilly.
death. Oh my god, I just couldn't get enough of it back in the summer of 14. It sounds weird not having like an O. Back in the summer of 09, like it sounds.
Oh no.
Back in the summer of 14.
Only last year.
Back in the summer of
I
14.
was 1 month out from
Yeah,
getting that.
it's another
I
one of them
guess
games that you'd love as well.
Yeah.
Me and Richard become fucking professionals at it. I'm not even asked. Like, so for anyone ever hears us like mention Sunborn Rip, it's because Richard used to live with one of our other mates, Joe, in a house on Sunborn Road. So Sunborn was like our little thing, and we used to like praise the Sunborn and stuff like that, like from Dark Souls.
Gaming Fridays.
Yeah,
Tuesdays.
every Friday we used to go around, take all like the laptops around and shit, PS4s, have a little gaming day and like gaming night and stay over and stuff. And when Towerfall came out, do you remember? Oh, digging up a story here. We were so into it at one point. This is during the summer, so this is like it's like sticky hot, like hotter than it was now. Like sticky hot, and me and Richard went out with one of our mates from school that we hadn't seen in a while, Lindsay.
Oh, Lindsay.
We went out for like a night out, went the usual places and all stuff like that. Got back at like 5:30 in the morning. And we were like, should we play some Towerfall? It was so hot. Me and you were just like sat in just our boxies on the couch, so drunk, so tired, and still fucking kicking ass on Towerfall.
Fucking wrecking
It was
that.
just so fucking
Wrecking.
fun. We were just sitting in the dark, proper sweaty, sitting on like shitty, itchy couches that came with the house. Like, it was just so fun. And we just like sleep and then like get up and just, oh shit, more Towerfall.
That was the day of Towerfall, and then
Yeah.
we haven't played it much.
And then it just kind of other games came into
Other
play,
games.
didn't
No,
they?
the thing is, the problem with
Sports
Towerfall
friends.
is like it's sports friends. Oh, I should. The thing is, Towerfall is though it's only local multiplayer.
Yeah, that's true.
So like, we could only play it when like.
But that's
since
the,
we had the house,
that's,
that was
that's,
so much
that's
easier.
like the charm of it. Is like
Yeah.
um,
But like, it's not like
it like
come over
it
to mine and
it's
play
sort of
Towerfall.
like, yeah, it kind of reintroduces that sort of local Like it actually felt like
Basically,
good
it's a
local multiplayer.
couch games, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Where you just sit on the couch with your mates.
But most of the time, you can play couch games online, which it was refreshing to not be able to play online, and like we were actually all just sat there in each other's presence, and like it was good, and like we'd shoot each other, and you'd get pure fuming. But we were so good at it that Richard had it on his PS4, I had it on mine.
Oh yeah, and then, like you you didn't platinum it. You
No.
got like all the levels, and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
oh, yeah, let's play on my PS4.
Yeah, so every time we went round to like yours, we were like, oh, yeah, let's play. And then like you come to mine, and like, be like, all right, let's play my Towerfall now. And we got all the red skulls on every level on both PS4s.
Did we?
Yeah. Because then when we started going for the golden skulls, which is no deaths, and speed runs, and it was just too hard. You have to be like perfect at it. But yeah, we went so good at it. But I went on it a few weeks ago, just to see what the expansion pack was like. Didn't buy it, like. Played one of the levels. I suck ass right now. I haven't played it in ages, but I could probably get good at it again. Yeah, Towerfall. I would recommend buying it then. You'd like it for the story mode, and if not, like even the multiplayer is good, and anyone can play it. Like so many people came around to Sunborn and we were like, should we just play Towerfall? I think everyone was just jumping on it because it's so easy to pick up, isn't it?
It's pretty
simple.
easy,
like it's just simple. You can only fire in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different directions. So it's like left, right, and down as well. If you're
down,
in the air,
left, right, diagonals.
yeah, but you can't shoot down if you stood on the floor.
Well,
You
you
can't
can
just
jump
shoot the
and shoot
floor.
down.
Yeah, you can jump and shoot down. It's just so simple, and like simple physics are easy to pick up.
I feel like it's a lot easier on the PC.
Really?
You can just point your arrow. Yeah, you can point your like. The
No, you
cursor
can't though, because like it's locked. It's locked positions. I thought going back into it that it was actually like precise, where you could like actually.
Yeah, I know it's locked, but like it'll be like obviously if your cursor's.
Nah, I
Means
still
up,
prefer the analog for that. Like it's just so much easy. Like it's different things. You know what I mean?
PC Master Race.
Yeah, I mean, again, you're used to the PC, so. It's the same problem when I started playing Counter-Strike. I was like, I really need a controller. Like, it's so hard for me to play with a PC. Just because I've played FPS all my life on.
Buy the Steam
on console.
controller.
I haven't played PC FPS properly since like Unreal Tournament and like Quake, and that was years ago. That was when we had shit mount. Like that's when my still had balls. That's how old it was.
I just had balls.
I'm just
back in
nervous.
my day.
I'm alright now because I played so much like
you're fine.
Daisy and stuff.
You're okay on Counter-Strike. Yeah.
But yeah, just getting used to Counter Strike was a mission in itself. Golden over 3 now. I remember when I was unranked.
That's like 10 games ago.
25 wins later, here I am. Golden over 3. But yeah, that's my number 2. Daniel.
Is there a platinum?
Yeah, there is. It's a tough one though.
Awesome.
It's buying now. It's buying.
I like tough platinums.
Your number 2.
What am I on? Number 2.
Rogue Legacy.
Yeah, go on. Bingo.
Rogue Legacy.
So you introduced me to Rogue Legacy when I came to yours that time for the game convention, and like I fell in love with it in yours.
Oh yeah.
And then got home, and fucking nearly killed someone playing it. Such a tough
we got
game.
a question by the way.
Oh, we have it.
Go Nasta 077.
Do you guys have a Mac? I have a Mac.
Mac's not lame.
Is there a follow-up question?
Yeah.
I have a
Hey,
Mac.
moving on.
Yeah. He's actually outside my house. He's just checking.
Do you have a
Can I have
Mac?
it?
You worth
Do you want a Mac?
breaking
Is
it?
this your Mac?
Does he mean a Macintosh computer, or does he mean a Mac like a cheap poncho,
Like a Big Mac.
or a Big Mac? Yeah.
Or a Big Mac. Mac.
Go on, yeah. Rogue Legacy.
It's a proper
Hey,
grand
Mac.
term, that is, like, oh, it's raining outside, but better put on your Mac.
Good job I have my Mac, just like laptop on his head.
We Big Mac who put his head.
Oh my god. Go on.
Rogue Legacy.
Rogue Legacy.
Sick. So hard, like, it's my biggest trophy achievement so far.
I
anyway.
agree.
Like,
I was very impressed when you told me.
it's just if you YouTube that Alexander the Fourth boss battle, the remix battle.
I actually put it
it's
in one of the.
hard
I think in the
boss
first
battle.
episode that we actually recorded of this podcast. I actually put that clip of that video in because we were doing top 5 games of the year, weren't we, or something like that. Top 5
Yeah, I think
games
so.
we played this year, and I think you included Rogue Legacy in that as well. And yeah, I actually included a bit of it, but I even tried it when I beat the game and I went back. I even tried it and ooh,
So
mate,
hard.
I don't know how you did it.
You can't like bunk yourself up because you're sort of like reliving the past, like past events, past battles. You'll
You're
be
set
the same
character.
character every
Yeah.
time. Every time,
Which I
same
thought
stats.
it'd be sound because you're not at like a disadvantage or an advantage. You're still the same character, same skills as everybody else.
It's
So I
not-
thought it'd be
it's
quite
not changing,
good,
is
but
it?
no, it's still solid. That
It's
game, by the way, is
re-
called
it's
Boss Monster.
ridiculously-
The NES board
Boss
game.
Monster.
It's called Boss Monster, but apparently you can't get it anywhere. It's not on Amazon. It's not on Forbidden Planet's website, which is weird. Someone just like came in and left it on the on the counter in Forbidden Planet. It's not actually for sale. But yeah, it's called Boss Monster. If anyone's interested. The one we saw though, number 2 looked well better. Yeah, sorry.
Rogue Legacy.
Richard
I didn't get into that.
didn't.
Well, I played a little bit. Rogue Legacy, where every time you die, you basically pick a new champion,
New ancestor.
new
Yeah,
ancestor, and like they have different
My
abilities.
timeline went up to like 5,000 AD because I died that much. Because it got to the point where I was just being impatient. I was like, oh, I just need gold to upgrade my castle. I was just fucking running in carelessly. But yeah, 5k AD, 5kd.
The because you have to get all the trophies, you have to beat the remix bosses, which was like I don't know if that was the hardest thing or the second hardest thing, or on a par, like top hardest thing to do in the game, because that trophy where you have to beat the game in 15 deaths or less.
Oh shit, yeah.
That was so hard, like trying to beat like when it came to like the fountain and stuff, and because you're so weak, because you've only like been able to get so like
You either have to be able to speed run it at a weak level, or
Yeah.
have good enough runs that you find every single room in
Yeah,
every
you see.
run and upgrade your character. It's like, where I imagine it's
Sneak
easier to just
catch.
get really good at the game and do it at a low level.
That's hard. It was lots of saving, going, dying,
Reloading.
like backing up my file, yeah, and like overwriting it with the backup
Yeah,
and
I've
stuff.
done that before. But
Yeah, there was just no way I'd have done it like
legit.
legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
No
but
way.
the way I see stuff like that is you've solved the puzzle in your own way. Like there's no
Yeah,
there's no
I've-
right
I've-
way of doing it. Like
I haven't, like,
some
glitched
some
the
people,
game
some
or
like
anything.
elitists would like consider it cheating, where it's not like cheating. You're just like sort of playing the system or its own game,
Yeah.
so to speak. Because I've done it before. I've unlocked trophies. Like, say you have to do something a certain way, I've took like a shortcut and easily got the trophy. When I've thought, oh, like the proper way is actually like to do this, but you've cracked it yourself. Like you've solved your own puzzle.
Yeah. I see it as if you can still obtain it in one way or another, then you deserve the trophy.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Because you've got it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to get it. It'd be disabled.
Yeah. True that. Richard, number
Next.
2.
Is it number 2? I thought it's number 1.
Number 2.
Oh, number 2.
You have a number
Okay.
2.
I do have a number 2. I'd already told you. It's
Um,
been mentioned.
I forgot.
Hey,
Dan's number 4.
Transistor.
number 2.
Yeah, Transistor.
Yeah.
Wow, that was like probably the only one game that I actually liked.
I was surprised when you messaged me like, I love Transistor, because you never like take you never like take to games like that. So when you said it, I was pleasantly surprised. You were
Yeah,
like,
like
you
ticked
should
all
play
the, it ticked all the boxes. Female protagonist, redhead,
Pedo.
doesn't talk.
Talking sword. Of course.
Talking sword. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah!
You son of a bitch.
Oh no, the story. So it's, I wouldn't say it's not sad. It was just like heartbreaking. Well,
Spoilers.
not sad, but heartbreaking.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Oh no, it's so nice.
It was.
It's a nice story. I liked it, like a
I
lot.
like it.
That's probably like the only game I played for the story,
Ever.
apart from like Last of Us.
Ever.
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 I don't say ever, but like recently, I guess.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm like so over single player games. Like there's not much. I'm like over single player games.
Breaks
I'm
me
over,
little heart every time.
I'm over survival games.
It's so mad. I'm like in between, like between Dan and Richard here. Dan's
I know,
like
you're
Dan
like-
never plays multiplayer games ever. Like never plays FPS anything like that.
He plays
But
a little bit.
plays story. Yeah, a little bit. But like
That's
as much as you play story games. Do you know what I mean?
okay.
Like it's literally, and I'm like in the middle.
Let's see. Well, that's probably like the latest.
I'll only play multiplayer, like online and stuff, if it's decent. Like if it's
Shots
Yeah,
fired.
or if
Shots
it's
fired that
like
Everett and Richard plays.
shoot. Yeah. Shooters, like it's like, all right, I'll have a couple games
Yeah.
with the lads, and then it's
Yeah.
like, all right, I've played this game like a billion times now. I need that. Like,
I get like that though. Like I can
same.
only play.
I'm using the same weapon.
Yeah.
Using, like, so,
Like I don't know if you noticed, Richard. I can only do like
so-
maybe 3 games of Counter Strike before I just start getting bored, and I'm like, I could be doing something else here. Like when I'm playing a game. When
night,
What? Apart from the other night, yeah. That's because we were on a
Yeah,
hot
it's a-
streak. We were playing with these
Go on,
guys,
it's a
and
hot
we were just winning.
we
every
were like
game.
on a fourth win, and like, oh, we're getting off, and they're like, oh, no, go on.
Stay on for
more.
another one and be like, okay.
Oh,
stay on.
go ahead.
But
Go ahead.
yeah, like a game shouldn't ever make me feel like I feel like I could be spending my time better, if you know what I mean. Like whenever I start thinking I could be playing a different game, that's when I
Yeah.
know that I'm done. Like
It's
I'm
over.
sort of done with the game, sort of thing. That's why like
Well,
when a game of Counter Strike finishes, I'm left with sort of like this feeling of, do I play again or do I like how much time, like I don't want to go and play like a different game. Whereas if I get really involved into an RPG, it gets to the point where it's like the complete opposite, where it's like I should be
go
doing
to
something
bed.
else with my time, but I can't. Like Final Fantasy X when it released on the PS4, them 2 weeks when I was skint and I was just playing every day, I got seriously worried about my health, because it was like I'd play it all day, like literally all day till the night. And it gets to night time, I'd be like, oh, I'll have an early night tonight. No, and then I'd just be like, you know what? I don't even need sleep. Stay up all night, get up at like 9 o'clock, go make some breakfast, come back, more Final Fantasy X. Just grind, just trying to get the fuck everyone's little sphere grid full, and I still didn't do it. I got Tidus like a few away. But I'll go back to it eventually. But it got to the point where I was like, I need to start playing other things, because this is worrying, like how much I'm just addicted to it. Just the monster fucking arenas. Hot damn. Scared me. I thought I'd be like that with Heaven's Ward, but barely fucking played it.
Yeah, Heaven's Woods.
Really?
You
Oh,
haven't sold
I
me on
mean-
it now. I don't.
No, get it, because I feel like I'll
If I get
play
to
it if you get it, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if all 3 of us do the dungeons together and stuff like that, it'll be... You know what's putting me off? I'm
A
not
lot more
stuck.
enjoyable.
I'm not stuck. I'm not... Basically, they've introduced, like, one-man raids now. Not raids, like, Yeah, they are like instance raids, so like
Yeah. Like
Usually-
when you talk to the main character, like the main person of the
yeah,
mission,
and it's
and they
like
put you in it.
if you are over level whatever, you'll be synced, sort of thing.
No, that's
um,
not. That's different. Not.
No, I know that's new, but not raids. So you'll get dropped in a dungeon. So they're bearing up to
Yeah.
now.
that's
I've got to rescue this guy.
Is he
one
in,
of
like,
the
the
lieutenants
dome?
in the
Is
dome.
he in,
Yeah,
like, the dome?
that's where I'm up to.
Yeah, I've done that.
And the thing is, there's no
I get that.
checkpoint, so you can get all the way to like the end of the dungeon, get killed by like the poison, and nope, start all over again. No checkpoints, nothing like that. And it's like half an hour to do.
How'd you get killed?
I don't know. I think I'm under leveled because I forgot that.
No, I did mine level.
I'm-
I'm level 51.
I'm
and I did
I'm
that.
51 as well. I don't know.
Actually, to
Well,
be fair, though,
you're a
I
healer.
I am a healer. Like, so I was literally just putting like heals on everyone.
Yeah. Plus, you're relying on Alpha Node to heal you if
Yeah,
you're not a
that's true,
healer.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
He's a little
Alpha
bit.
Node. Yeah, another thing,
He's
they
a
changed
little
all
bit.
the voice actors as well, bar like 2
Did they?
characters. Yeah. But say that,
um,
you wouldn't even care because you don't fucking
I
watch the
wouldn't care.
cutscenes, do you?
What's a cutscene?
Alpha Node sounds like a little fucking pussy now. Like they probably changed his voice to a little bitch.
Pussy ass bitch.
Yeah.
eh?
I don't know why they changed the voices. Like little dispute.
No,
over it.
that's weird.
But yeah, every single voice actor's different. Even what's her name? Tataru. She is or Tataru, the little one, the little receptionist.
Yeah.
She's got like a proper like girly voice, which is weird. It doesn't suit her. But, I don't know. Yeah. I'll get back.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I'd get it at least for a month. and just see what
I
you
don't
think.
know whether to leave it for a bit. Like, at the moment, my head's telling me like, okay, let's
But
wait
my
till
body-
August. Let's wait till August and wait for Gamescom
Yeah.
because we might get a release date for Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
And if we do, then I'm gonna be putting the money to one side, like
50
I'm gonna
collector's
saving up
editions plus.
saving up saving up my pennies, like, and one if I get it. No, that's not true. I don't know. I just me brain's fried with
Yeah.
games.
I
like,
think
you know what
you'll
I
just
mean?
buy it on a whim one
I've
day.
got like
I think you'll just be like, you know
yeah.
what, I'll just get it.
Yeah, when I've literally when the slate
But get
is
it soon,
clean,
though,
I mean,
'cause-
I've got like 1,000,000,001 retro games like to
Yeah.
play. Like
Same.
and
Same.
I need to finish Final Fantasy 5. I need to I'm on the
Oh, yeah,
last
is that
part now.
going?
I need to just do it,
Last
get
part.
it over with, put it to one
it to
side,
bed.
say there we go, GG.
See you later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Maybe
I've
up to,
got
are
a
we up
bunch
to
of
number
DS
one?
games to play.
Oh, mate, don't even get
Yeah,
me
yeah.
started on DS. I beat Super Mario World, or Super Mario Land 3D, by the way.
Did you?
The proper ending. That's the game I was thinking of before. So the game consists of 8 worlds, like any other Mario game. But then when you beat the 8 worlds, you unlock the special worlds. It's Carl's game. So I lent it off him. I was like, you know what? I'll beat it. I'll play it through. I haven't played a good Mario game in a while. So I played it to World 8. Then the special worlds unlocked, and I was like, oh, can I really be fucked doing the special worlds? I was like, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. Like, it's long enough. So at the end of each special world, you need to have a certain amount of coins to unlock the next world. And cause like I was getting enough anyway, I already had enough to unlock the thing. So you can literally skip all the special world and go straight to the castle, beat the castle, and then you unlock like the next special world sort of thing. So I did it as much as I could. Then I went back to then I did all the special worlds, got to world 8, and then when it gets to world 8, you need like coins to unlock the actual levels to progress. And I was like, oh, can I be asked? And I was like, you know what, fuck it, yeah. So I went back to every single level, 100%ed every single thing, like got every coin from every level, 300 and odd coins. Final level, beat Bowser, first try, and got all the coins as well. That's how good I got at the game. But saying that, if you've got the Tanuki suit, it's so easy. Tanuki suit's so OP in that game. Beat the game, and then it gives you the same cutscene as if you just beat the normal game, and I was like, no, don't do this to me. Don't just give me a cutscene. So when the cutscene finishes, it gives you like a picture. Basically, every world you beat, you get a new picture for your album, and it gives me the same picture of Bowser capturing Peach from the start of the game, and I was like, it's erased me progress. It started me again. No. And then I realized you have to beat the normal Bowser again. So I was like, okay, I'll beat normal Bowser again. Did that. Got the true ending. All it was a picture of Princess Peach as in the Tanuki suit with like toads in the suit, which was quite cool because you don't usually see it.
Yeah.
So then I was like, something doesn't feel right here. This doesn't feel like it's the proper ending. Googled it. There's another ending. Guess what you've got to do?
Yeah.
Beat every level and get every coin as Luigi as well.
Ah!
Just fucking ejected the game. Fucking frisbee there. I just went, no, thanks. I didn't actually frisbee a car, by the way. It's Carl's game. No, I just like took her out and I just put Chrono Trigger in. I was like, no, I'm done. Like that's 100% in my eyes. I'm not doing all that again with fucking Luigi. And then you've got to like, there's another weird thing where you've got to beat all the levels within so like that's so the ending I got is the true ending. Then there's the true ending, but then there's also a true ending. So the true engine is just engine. The true ending is the choo ending. So fucking mad. The choo engine goes choo. But so the true ending is beat the game as Luigi, but then the true engine
Choo ending.
the triple true ending is beat the game as Luigi and Mario. Reach the top of the flagpole of each level, beat every level within record time, and collect every coin as well as Luigi and Mario. I was like, nah, It's not worth it. I've put enough time in to constitute the fact that I've played the game, so I'm done with that now. So yeah, that was a long one. Should we get back on track? This was going to be a short podcast. We're hitting like the 2-hour mark now. But yeah, my number
Your
one.
number one, is it?
Yeah, guess.
Ooh.
You guessed it before, Richard.
Esther.
PS3, no.
Oh, PS3.
Fez.
You know what? Fez come close. The only reason it didn't was because I already played it on the Xbox 360, so I already knew, like, I'd already played it technically, sort of thing. But
Yeah.
I love Fez. That's another soundtrack that's fucking killer. Bought that on iTunes as well. Yeah, Richard's cheating.
You said I'm not cheating. You
Fuck
said I
off.
mentioned it before.
Yeah, you did.
What did I mention? Dan, replay the footage.
What,
Hotline Miami.
Yeah.
Because you
Hotline
do
Miami.
like you did. Yeah.
Literally one of
Go
my
on about.
I remember in college, Joe Tracy showed me it on the PC. He was like, "I've seen this game, Hotline Miami," and I'd heard about it at the time. I'd heard it was like really hard and you die with one hit, but it was only available on PC at the time. Then it got released on PS3, and I nearly bought it, but I never. And then it came free, and I literally fell in love with it. Like, just couldn't get enough of it. Like, it was just, I've said before, it reminds me of an old game I used to play on the PS1, Net Heroes. Psychotron. I've mentioned it to you before, Dan.
Mhm.
It's just so fucking fun. Like, just the fact that you can go in with a different mask on and like have a completely different experience and different like level of difficulty. You can go in with no mask on, or like the mask that does nothing, and like just do a pure heart, or you can go in with like pure guns blazing, akimbo machine guns, and just slaughtering people in like that sort of style. And the story was okay. It was a bit trippy, but the setting was incredible. Like 80s Miami is just so like the way they captured it, because like when you think about the 80s, it's all like flashy and sort of like big hair and like all this sort of yeah, like really cool denim jackets, but the way they capture it is like the dingy sort of like Scarface like kind of, you know, like back alley sort of like drug dealer sort of stuff. And it was just the setting was just so good. The music, one of my favorite soundtracks of all time, probably one of my favorite albums of all time, let alone soundtracks. So good. If you haven't played it yet, definitely play that one and then play number 2. Number 2 is basically the same game but with more mechanics. Not as charming as the first one, I don't think. I think they just tried to make it a bit harder, kind of like what Portal 2 did to Portal. Like Portal 1 was the cake. Oh yeah,
Cake.
good reference, Paul. Like I just meant that as actual thing, the cake, and then like Portal 2 was just like the icing. Same with Hotline Miami, really. Like the foundation is Hotline Miami, and then the sprinkles are just Hotline Miami too. But yeah, amazing game, and you can get it quite cheap now if you haven't played it already. So yeah, that's mine. Dan's.
They're good.
Binding of Isaac. Talk us through like the emotional roller coaster that you've had with Binding of Isaac, as far back as you can remember. Here we go. Can we get insert a little theme? Story time with Dan. Back in my day, Isaac, my God. Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Back in my day, we just had Binding of Isaac. When are you bloody born, you Daniel? Go on, sorry.
I don't know where to start. I don't even. I literally can't. I played the games that much. I just can't. I can't even remember like picking it up for the first time. I remember just be like
See you later.
going round on it and being like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is fucked up, like a bit weird and that. And all of a sudden, I just got hooked on it. Like games like that, like randomly generated like levels and stuff. I can't get enough of them. Like they just, I get addicted to them. But I've been like saying that I want to platinum it, and like as I got further and better at the game, I was like, shit, it really is getting harder. Like I looked at, then eventually I looked at the trophy guides and stuff, and I was like, there's this character called the Lost, and unlocked him and that, which is a weird process. And then it's like okay, you've got to beat to get platinum in the game. You've got to beat like the whole game on hard mode with the lost. And the thing is with them is, if you get hit once by anything, you die. You can't get
And
health
like
upgrades
you can't
or pick
get
up
hit at
parts
all
or
anyway,
anything.
can you? Because that's the
No,
trophy.
literally nothing.
Yeah, and,
Oh
and
yeah,
you can't.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's not
and you
true.
can't boost your health, right?
Can't boost your health. All you can do is you can pick up items like spacebar items, or like ones that charge and you can reuse the effect, or like damage up. Anything pretty much except for health. Like anything else, you can up your stats and that. And it's so hard. And with that, like I've only just got around to doing that because to unlock items, you've got to beat like everyone with every single character. There's a good few characters as well, to unlock all the different items and the secrets and stuff. And I literally got round to doing it with everyone except this character. And I did. Did I finish it today or yesterday? Finished it yesterday. Doing all the runs on hard mode. You've got to beat the heart, beat the mum's heart. You've got to beat Satan. You've got to beat Isaac, the blue baby, the boss rush, and the lamb, which is like six main like hard challenges on
Should be
hard
noted
mode
that
with this character.
I played the first
can't
level
get hit
of
with,
Isaac and stopped playing.
Oh no, why? Like the
I don't know.
downside,
I actually don't know.
Isaac
Like
is
I actually enjoyed it. Like it was actually really good.
it is a good game, especially the bosses. Like
it
I felt like
it felt
actually
different
achieved.
enough to stand out from other games similar in its
Yeah.
genre, if you know what I mean.
It's Eben McCullen, or what is that his name? Eben McCullen. He did
sure.
Super Meat Boy as well.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah, of course, yeah.
And
You
like
can tell.
there's so many game references in that. I think there's in
Super Meat
total.
Boy.
I think there's something like, in
In
Binding
both.
of Isaac. Yeah, yeah. I think there's something like 340 something items, and I've
Really?
got 342 items. I think there is, and I've got 336 at the minute, something like that,
Fuck,
or
that's
335.
That's like beyond the point of, like, you think about how many weapons there are in a game. There's usually never topping 70 weapons. Like 300. That's so hard to even memorize. Like,
yeah.
can you
Wait,
remember
300 items
all
or-
300 of them?
That's items, and then there's 178 secrets and 16 endings. I've
But like
done
an
all the
indie game.
endings. Yeah. I've got all the endings. Got 172.
How many hours would you
secrets,
say
I
you've
think.
clocked on it?
Oh fucking! I made
More than a
over
week.
100, I reckon.
Think so?
I reckon over. Yeah. I've got something like 300 and something deaths. And like nearly 200 wins, something like that.
Fuck.
Like it, just like because I'm literally at the minute, literally because even
What
though if you've
constitutes
unlocked
as
the
a win?
item,
Is that
it's
beating the full game?
getting to an ending, so you could.
And you, that 200 times.
If you. Not quite 200, around just under 200,
Fucking-
maybe
even-
like
even around that
160
number.
to 80, something.
I was saying before about Catherine, like,
I know,
oh, there's
I've
9
just played
endings,
it
and they're
back
going to
to
be asked going through them all. Like, 9?
Yeah. There's because to get all the endings as well, it's like you beat mom, and then you get one ending,
Yeah.
and then the game expands another 2 levels, and then you fight the heart, and then you've got to beat the heart like 10 times, and you get like a different ending each time.
Right.
Then once you've done that, the game gets harder, and you unlock. You have to keep doing it to unlock these 2 items, the Polaroid and the negative, which eventually spawn after every mom battle. And you pick one. So if you pick the Polaroid, you beat. Well, the heart turns into a boss called It Lives, and then if you go into the light, you'll go up to the cathedral where you'll fight Isaac, and then once you've beaten Isaac, you can go into the chest if you've got the Polaroid and fight. It's called 3 question marks, but everyone refers to it as the blue baby online. And then you can do the same, but with the negative, and instead go to Sheol and fight Satan, and then go into the dark room and fight the lamb at the end of it. And then once you've done all that and stuff as well, you can that if an angel room spawns, you can bomb the angel statue and it'll come to life, and then you kill it, you get one half of a key. You do that with 2 angel rooms, you get the full key, and then once you're in one of either the dark room or the chest, you can unlock this big door and fight Mega Satan, and then you get the last ending, the 16th ending.
This is an indie game as well. Like
Yeah,
most
it's
AAA titles
massive.
aren't that fucking complex.
So
it's like Dark
when's it get
Souls
on PS
level.
Plus? November. I
Was
think
it?
it came out on PS Plus in November,
It was-
and like
And
I
wasn't
played it
cool,
for a good while, and then I'd stopped for quite a bit, and
Yeah.
I've sort of I dabble in it when I've got nothing else to play. Like I'll sort of start playing it again to like further myself along.
Yeah.
And this past week, I'd say I've been playing it, and I've kind of got. I'm at the end now. I'm literally just because you've unlocked this an item doesn't let it count. You've got to actually find it, and because it's randomly generated, you can't really with some of the items you can't sort of encourage the game to spawn it. So it's literally random. I'm waiting on it, and then I've got to unlock Super Meat Boy and Super Bandage Girl as well, which is to either get 4 cubes of meat in one run, which is like it's so hard, and 4 bandages in one run, and it to unlock it's just ridiculously hard. Like lucky, unless there's an item called a Monster Manual as well, which is the more guaranteed way it says to do it. But you need other items so that you can ensure yourself to keep using it over and over again until you get one or the other, because it'll spawn one eventually. Like but it's hard. Like it's all down to luck for me now to get platinum.
Yeah. I think if you stick hard though, there'll be another Rogue Legacy like platinum.
You
It's
should
it.
play it
I
for-
think Rogue Legacy, difficulty wise, is like harder. Like what was harder, but it could be
Raw
just because I played
skill-wise.
so much. Yeah, I think.
I feel
because
like with
I've
Binding of
played so
Isaac,
much harder.
if you
It's
just
all,
like mess up once, then you're like kind of fucked.
yeah. If you get lucky as well, like
Yeah.
it's
It's like
more
kind of
more
skill.
luck based. Yeah, more luck than skill, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because if you get fucking right, I'll tell you a quick story, and I know I've been going on for ages, but I'll tell you, it was so funny last night. I couldn't stop. Basically, I found this. I really wish I'd streamed it now because it was so funny. Basically, I got this item, and what it does is it teleports you to a random room, but it has a chance of teleporting you to a glitchy room.
Yeah.
In which there's a guy in there, another game reference, and it says I am error, so it's an I am error
Zelda
room.
2 reference.
And if you do, basically, this was happening when I got to the chest, and in the chest, it starts. There's 4. I had like I had like 99 bombs and like 30 keys or something, and it starts with 4 golden chests, which you need a key to unlock, but it gives you an item.
Right.
Like a proper item. So like I pick them all up, and then I go around, I am charging up this item, and then I'd use it until I got to an I am error room, in which it sometimes gives you more items, and then you can go into the light and it restarts the level, but you get to keep all the items you've currently picked up,
Right.
and you can just keep doing it and getting loads and loads of items. And I did it till all my keys ran out, and then I got a pill. I got a pill which swaps you how many bombs you've got with how many keys you got. So I got 99 keys.
What?
And I just kept
99?
going around, and literally I'd enter a room with like these like mega bosses and stuff, like, and I'd just like walk into them and they'd die. So I was so OP. I had like loads of these like familiars just following me around. I had loads of them. It was so funny. I couldn't believe it. You
That's
literally
boss.
walk into like some of the hardest bosses in the games, and you just like walk into them and they just die like instantly.
I wonder how many people have like got that combination of luck before.
Yeah. It was
insane.
so funny. Oh, I was pissed myself. Like a proper little.
It's a shame you
nerd.
couldn't like save the character and just like do every run like that. Like,
Yeah.
That'd be so funny. The OP run. Yeah.
So many items. Anyway,
Richard.
done.
Number 1. I was gonna say Towerfall, but is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, he said
I
Actually,
said it before.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is, yeah. Towerfall
Go
was just memories, and then 1v1ing each other.
I'm gonna actually buy the soundtrack as soon as we finish the podcast. I think I haven't actually got the soundtrack yet. I have like a
I was just
PDF
thinking,
saved with like people who just keep
Yeah.
adding soundtracks every day, and I've put it on the request list and it still hasn't been put up. I check it every day. I haven't checked it there actually, so it might actually be up. But yeah, go on.
We already talked about Tower 4, so I'm gonna ask you guys a question.
Sure.
What do you think is the worst game to be released on the PlayStation Plus 3? The worst free game you ever played?
See, that I've played, or
Yeah.
that I think.
Well, you can't say it's bad if you haven't played it. So.
Let's have a look.
What have I played? And I think we should end it on that.
Can I
So-
say? It's not, I mean,
You can't say
I
something
know
that's
you're gonna
been,
say, I know you're gonna say Dust.
no. Dust isn't a bad game. It plays well. It just it just
The
sort-
Furies don't
just
attract
doesn't
us.
sit right with me, like just because of the internet. There's a game on the PS4 called
It's not about fairies.
It's about furries and they make love
not
and have
about
little
it.
furry babies.
There's a game on the PS4 called Doki Doki Universe. I don't know if you heard about it. It was free, maybe the third month the PS4 was released. The shittest game ever. Still got 100% on the trophies just because it was that fun. Spent so many hours. Basically, you just play as a robot who gets you can like there's like a little unit, like a little galaxy sort of thing with different planets. Each planet has different inhabitants. All you do, it's all paper as well. It's all like 2D, like papercraft sort of stuff. And all you do is go to different planets and just talk to people. That's all you
Is
do.
that it?
So like, you fly to a planet, you walk around it like sort of in a circle. So the planet like rotates as you walk, and there's just different inhabitants on each planet, and all you do is talk to the people, solve the problems, and that's it.
So basically all the side missions in like Skyrim.
And like I
Every
said,
game.
still got 100% on it. Probably like one of my most shameful. Next to Toy Story 3, probably one of my the shameful 100%. Actually, you know what? Like,
I
it
thought
sounds bad.
Story 3
Toy Story 3
was
is a good game. It's just because it's Toy Story 3.
I'm wrong with that. Toy Story 2. I was saying to Lou, me and Lou talking about Toy Story 2 on the PS1.
Oh, mate, it's
It's
one of my
like-
favorite games of all time. One that actually,
Best
one of my
games.
favorite games I don't actually own a physical copy of. I own the, you've seen my PS1 collection. Half of it's legit games, half of it's like knockoffs, like copies.
you know, as you know, I was saying, like I used to play all my games on PC when I was a kid. Like
Yeah.
I've got it on PC.
Yeah, it was much
Still.
easier on the PC, I thought. Tarzan was easier on the PC as well.
I had that. on PC.
Yeah, Doki Doki Universe, probably like the worst game that I've played enough, so to speak. Like there's other games that I've played and like turned off in 5 minutes that I could say, but I don't think I've played enough of
Oh
them to
shit! I
judge.
forgot about that. That was a good game.
What?
Valiant Hearts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna
Still
say
haven't
like
played
how like I'm surprised no one said it. If Carl was here, that'll be like
Yeah.
maybe his top.
it. Go on, Dan.
Did
What's
Dan?
your
Did you
worst?
mention your worst? Yeah. Your worst.
Trying to think.
Like I'm literally talking like a game you played, and you just thought
it's
this
gotta
is shit.
It's either between
Apotheon.
Aria's Awakening or Apotheon. Yeah.
Which?
I'll probably.
Apotheon.
What's worse?
Oh, apart from
I think I didn't stick with Apotheon.
I'm the
enough.
same.
don't-
I didn't. I only got to like the second.
I didn't
well.
really like the mechanics, and like I was just kind of like.
You know what it reminded me of? Do you remember like them
no.
little figures he used to make in like primary school, and you stick like the split clips in them, and like
Oh,
and like
yeah.
like they
yeah.
move the joints. It
move,
reminded
yeah.
me of that. It was really shit.
I
I was Awakening. I kind of speak for 'cause I still haven't played.
Although,
You've told
I
me that
was
you can get 100% in it right really easy.
yeah, I
Or
mean,
platinum.
I there's no platinum.
Okay.
I
Mediocre.
what's it called? I haven't even 100%ed it. I just I played through and finished it, and like once I finished it, it's not that big a game. It took me like just under 4 hours to finish it, I think.
Mm.
And I kind of like watched it, and I just thought, okay, soundtrack was decent, art was decent. That's about it. The level design was shit. The controls are abysmal. Like I think they can't be original because like your buttons don't do fuck all. Like you jump and that is your trigger buttons, and like you move with your left one and control like the direction with your R trigger as well, and it's fucking bullshit. Like I hated it. I thought why have you done that? Like why did you make it purposely ridiculous by making the buttons? Like I hated
Trying to be a
that.
bit edgy, innit?
Hated it. Just put it as X. Yeah, but just put it as X like every other game. It ain't broke. Don't fix it. Like
It's just like
You did that buffer
he
thing
just,
again.
yeah, it's just like but all spewing
All your
hate for this one game.
all your voice comes out at once.
yeah, I'm going with Everyone's Awakening. I still finished it, but like
Go on, Richard. What's yours?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't play any, so I can't really say.
Sure.
I think they're all. I think they're all
okay.
shit. I think they're all shit. I played a little bit of the Swapper. Didn't get into that. Escape Plan. That looks so boring.
I played this.
Though I know-
Escape
I know
Plan.
you like
Escape
it.
Plan was better on the Vita. I didn't even beat.
It was okay.
I didn't
Like,
even beat it.
I thought it was too easy, mate. Like
Yeah.
Escape Plan.
It
I
was
think
well
it's,
better on the Vita because of the touch controls and
I
like
don't know.
all stuff like that.
Yeah, I can
Well
imagine.
better.
like you guys were talking about it when it came out, and I like started it up. I'm like, oh, okay, I moved this.
You know what
guy.
your problem is, Richard?
I'll-
You don't invest enough time into games.
I invest a lot of
No,
time.
no,
in
you
games.
don't. You do not.
Like what?
you-
Like.
You start
Going
the
game.
game up, and then if you instantly you don't like it, you just turn it
But
off.
like the guys started walking like across the street, and I waited for him, and then okay, cool. And then the
But
next street, and then he walked to something and pulled something, and I was like, okay.
It's a point and click puzzle game though. That's the
fucking
point.
hate point and
That's
click.
the point and click of it.
But like most games that are like
I love
critically
point.
acclaimed. Well, I don't know. How about we should do a weekly YouTube series of like
Convince me.
Paul's convince me. No, like it's me playing like all these really shitty indie games that you
They're not
think are
shitty.
good.
You need to appreciate the design behind them.
No,
Literally, I-
no.
You know what? Like I have such a field day on G2A, and like even the other day when I bought like the Tim Schafer, the Double Fine Productions sale was on the Humble Bundle website,
Yeah.
and like mate, like indie games they're just so much better
Underrated.
than AAA games, so much better. Like there's so much more thought goes into them. I know like people play games for fun primarily, but like in terms of conveying a message and getting a concept across, indie games are just tops. You just can't beat them. Ether 1, as much as like a buggy piece of shit it was, like it was a piece of art, and like the story behind it. Oh my god, mate! At the end, I was because it's relatable. It's relatable. Like
Yeah.
it can apply. It can
definitely.
apply to anyone, literally anyone. That story, if you can follow it.
Did you get
but
the second ending?
no, I haven't went back. I'm stuck, aren't I? The lift's stuck.
Oh yeah.
So,
Just YouTube it
I'm
because
just
you don't
yeah,
have to
I
like
probably
do
will,
any more
yeah.
game.
Yeah, but I might start a new game on it. I've been meaning to. It's just one of them games where it's really hard to
You know
walk
when-
around because the controls are that
It's quite slow.
so slow.
You know when you're in like the village,
Yeah.
like the second place.
That's when it starts getting a
after
bit
the mine.
dark. Like the
Yeah.
the second village, because like
no,
because
just
the harbour.
first one. I
Oh,
was-
the harbour.
Like, yeah, the harbour. Like
Yeah.
when I was like walking around and stuff, I was like, I loved the way it's like I just
Yeah.
loved the way it was laid out and the way it looked and that. I just like
It made you
like,
feel like you
oh.
wanted to live there, didn't it? Like it made
yeah,
you,
like I
it
felt
was
like
so
I've
nice.
been there before. That's why
Yeah.
like because it's like so like under the kind of story it's
Well, it's
telling
British,
and
isn't it? It's
stuff,
based
like,
it's
you
based
can
off like
tell-
it's British. It's made
Yeah.
in England, so all the locations look British, and the voice actors are all British. Really relatable game, but a buggy piece of shit. Like,
yeah, so boring.
tempted to get it on the PC. Oh, before we go, I finally played the Stanley Parable. Mate,
Oh, yeah.
so fucking good. I can't believe I haven't played it like already. You know what though? Like, I was a bit gutted.
It's to watch so many videos
I'm
of
a-
people playing.
I'm a bit deviant when it comes to games. So like, usually I'll pick a good ending when it comes to karmic stuff, but when it comes to like doing as I'm told, you know, I'll always quick save and then shoot someone in Skyrim just because like I want to see what happens, sort of thing. So the game starts out and you're playing as Stanley, and the narrator, who sounds a lot like Stephen Fry but isn't actually Stephen Fry, the name escapes me. Anyway, he starts telling you what to he starts telling you what to do. You know what I'm like. I read an achievement list, the trophy list, before I start playing the game, just in case there's any ones that I'm probably gonna miss. So there's a trophy, an achievement, sorry, where it's it says knock 5 times on door number 430. So this is the first door that you come across as you leave your office. So I start clicking on it, and mate, the narrator starts going, seriously, did you go out of your way to click on that just for a measly achievement? You disgust me. He's like, let's make it a little bit more challenging, shall we? Let's click on it 50 times. So you click on it like 50 times. He's like, no, I still don't feel satisfied. 100 times, and like you have to click, and he's like, right, now go and jump on the photocopier, and you're like running around just jumping on stuff, and then you finally get the achievements. And it was just, it was so fucking good, because I went into it just like, oh yeah, here's an achievement. And then when he was like, did you really go out of your way? It's like, oh no, I'm being fucking, he's caught me.
Called you out.
But then you get to a point where there's like a main point in the game, where it's like, Stanley comes to 2 doors. He goes through the door on his left. So there's a door on the right, and I'm instantly just thinking, fuck this guy, I'm going through the right door. So I went through the right door, and then he starts going like, Stanley has trouble following instructions sometimes, but he wanted to have
Stanley Parable, yeah.
he's like, he wanted to have a quick look at the staff lounge sort of thing, and then return. He exits the next door he saw, and the door like opens for you, and you can walk past it, and he's like, oh, you missed your cue, Stanley. And then the more you disobey him, he starts getting like pissed off, and then
basically, if you follow whatever he does, you get killed the fastest. But like, how long have you?
No. If you follow what he does, you can beat
Kills you off?
He doesn't. You can beat the game in like 4 minutes. If you follow what he does,
Wait,
you just turn
did
the
I follow him?
You turn the mind control thing. Yeah, but if he kills you off when you come back, the world's
you
different.
always start off,
the office is different.
I know. I played it quite a bit, and like I had so many different endings. And,
Yeah,
like, I
there
even
is
got
so
like,
many.
it's ridiculous.
Whiteboard
there's
ending
one
was
bit
the hardest one.
I almost got squished, and then the time stopped.
Oh yeah. Oh no, is that where you follow everything up to the point where he says you turn the mind control off? Oh no, you turn it on or off or on. You do the opposite, and then he starts doing like a portal like countdown.
Wait, on these spoilers?
Not really.
They are kind of.
It's not really a story. It's just like a 5-minute game, but like depending on what you do in the game. Yeah, it is. It's like a tech demo.
Did you get like the experience where like when you restart, well not restart the game, but like everything's all fucked up?
Yeah, all the papers.
And then you follow the line.
I love that's the first ending they got, and he's like, quick, get back to the presentation room. We might have time to save it. And then you get there, and all the tables are like all glitched out. He's like, oh, look what you've done. You've ruined my game. You couldn't just follow instructions, could you? It's like, it's such fourth wall breaking. It's so good, but it's actually not, because he's talking to Stanley. But it's just Dan, the Danley Parable. Like you could easily play it on your
That's what I'm
PC.
doing.
Yeah,
I think you should get it.
With all my streams, I'm gonna like, if I can replace a character's
With
name
Dan.
with Dan, like like
Dangan Quest. Dangan Quest 8.
The binding of Dan.
The Binding of Dan.
Dangan Quest.
Dangan Quest. Dangus.
Dangan Quest.
Dangus D'Angelo and Dangessica. Dangelo. Dangelo. I think that just about wraps it up.
I will buy you that game if you want it.
Yeah, actually buy it. I'll give you half the money for it, and then we can talk about it next week.
And we could YouTube it.
Alright, I wouldn't mind playing it. I remember when it came out, and like I used to watch.
It's one of them games that I just never, I could never justify paying for it.
Loads of Let's Plays.
Yeah. Well, there's an achievement on it for not playing the game for 5 years. So you've just got to keep it installed on the PC, but not play it for 5 years. Bearing in mind,
almost there, boys. I'm almost there. Well, I got mine.
When did it release?
Quite a while.
Has anyone got that achievement?
2 years ago. 2 years
Wasn't
ago.
a year ago. It was more than 2 years. It was like 3 years. It was when I was in college. I think it released.
No,
It was when Gone Home
like
was in development.
2012.
Yeah, when Gone Home was in development, that's when it was released. Another good game as well. Gone Home, Dan. Really weird. If you can get it cheap, get it, but it's not worth the price it goes for. Yeah. I think that just about wraps it up actually, because we're like 2 minutes in, 2 hours 20 minutes in. So good podcast. We I didn't think the segments would go for that long, to be honest. Yeah.
I thought we'd probably find something to
Yeah.
talk about.
Well, the IKEA section took up
straight-
half an hour, so
Just to let you know, it's been 2 years.
2 years.
Came out release date 17th of October.
I'm gonna love the day that everyone gets their achievement. Like, the people who got it on release and didn't play it after release,
Yeah.
and everyone's achievements just start popping.
There's a free demo, Dan, if you want to try that. Just so you know.
Right.
Well, my laptop's a bit fucked at the minute. I need to I need a new one really. My touchpad's gone. I'm using Lewis's mouse and like my keyboard stopped before as well. Like it's a miracle I got it back on. But I want a new one.
I need some.
But I'm
just
skipped.
realised.
I was gonna say, one more thing about the Stanley Parable. Did you get the
on.
Easter egg
Which one?
where basically I think it's the mind control room where you walk out to the middle and there's like loads of
Screens. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the screens, and like you keep going forward, and then there's like it opens a gate.
Oh, rip. You take it off.
Off your arm.
I had to cut mine off.
Yeah,
The little
well,
dog tag was annoying me.
I can slide it on and off.
Oh, can you? Oh, rip. Rip me and me fat
I've
wrist.
got dainty wrists.
Like, they always put it on the right wrist, which is like my biggest wrist, but like they never put it on the left. If they put it on the left, I could slide
My
it off.
biggest wrist.
Yeah, like my wrists are like
This is
not
the,
even.
this
Not
is
even.
the only one I can't get off. It's on too tight.
Uneven wrist. Oh, that's more than fair. My right hand's bigger
Also,
than my left.
my left foot's bigger than my right foot. How mad's that? By about half size.
Fucking
You can't notice, but when I've got shoes on, like my left foot always feels tenser. If that makes sense. Anyway, what was the Easter egg you were saying?
I don't know. I forgot. Oh wait, yeah.
Okay.
I think
Wrap it
once you finish, it shows you all the screens, right? You will keep going past and it closes the gate. But if you wait a while, the gate reopens
Right.
and you can walk back and you press the button,
Right.
and then it's like it's basically loads of screens and like it pops up saying Easter egg kind of.
That's cool.
And that's
Ultra
it.
cool.
Ultra cool. Let's end on that cool segment.
Let's thank our new followers today. 2 new followers. We got Mark92.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much for following. Hit us up if you want a game of Call of Duty. Wouldn't even mind a little game of Call of Duty. That'd
Yeah,
be
man.
cool. On the PS3 and the Town Lane bad boy, bad boy.
Big boy.
Big Lewis. We'll get Lewis on for an episode one time. Dan, do you want to play us out with the new theme song?
I would, but like when
Neighbours.
when I shouted objection before when I was
Yeah.
talking about thingy, someone went on me wall. I had it, someone proper banged on
Really?
the wall, so I think I pissed off the neighbours. Yeah.
Ooh. Right.
Well,
I don't even know what we can play us out with.
I
I'll
hate
pull
them
the
anyway.
software up. Hang on. Just keep talking. I'll pull the software up to like play us out.
Teenage.
It
wasn't Teenage
let's do
Mutant
it. Let's do it a cappella. Let's
Oh, we could do that actually.
no spoilers. Gamers in disguise.
Bye. Just end the stream on that.
That's it.
I'll pull up something to end us on.
We should do like loads of retro old cartoons theme songs and like just put no spoilers in all of them. Like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like it'll be like teenage
Teenage Mutant, no spoilers, turtles.
mutant, no spoilers. Oh shit, my speaker dropped.
Gamers in a half shell. No spoilers.
In a half shell.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh my god. I'm pure. I've got too many apps now. Where's iTunes? I unpinned iTunes from the taskbar because I always click it by accident. Like, that's how weird I am.
Scooby Dooby podcast. It's no spoilers.
Scooby Dooby podcast.
Talk about games.
Oh my god. I'm trying to think of other old cartoons.
Or
as
you'll
well.
blend it before I think.
I'm
of
looking for
another one.
iTunes. I can't find iTunes anywhere. You know what? This is Windows 8. Just search for it, Paul. Go on. Where are the no
Well,
spoilers?
the
No
theme song.
spoilers. The Cowardly Podcast.
The Cowardly Podcast.
Stupid dog, you made me look bad. Booga booga booga. How weird is it? The Courage the Cowardly Dog has like a pure man voice, like like it's just so strange, isn't it? It's so mad.
I used to love Courage. It was so fucking surreal. Like
Yeah, it was fucking creepy for its time, man.
Quite
Like,
creep-
proper
like
used to
that.
scare me
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much.
It was. Like,
Have a show.
do you ever watch?
Go on.
It's what's it Or the regular show, the cartoon. It's
No,
on Netflix,
I hate
like-
that sort of shit. I hate Adventure Time
ya?
and I hate the regular show. Yeah,
Oh no, I don't.
like-
I
it's
don't
like
really
be-
like
it's like
Adventure Time.
being weird for
Like
the
the-
sake
I
of
quite
being
like-
weird. I fucking hate it.
Well,
I'm
no,
probably I'm gonna get
it's
so
why I
much
don't
hate for
think
that as well, but it's just
No, Adventure
never
Time
liked
is
it.
really good background television.
like I don't,
which
I don't,
is-
I never
which-
really took to Adventure
AKA
Time, but
not
regular
good
show, it's
television.
quite good.
It's like good when you're playing a casual game on Counter Strike to watch in the background.
sure,
It's like good background
I
music.
guess.
Noise.
Well,
Like-
I like regular show, but I'm not that big fan of Adventure Time. But regular show reminds me of like a kid's version of Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
Beavis and Butter.
I
see-
thought
I
it
can
was
see it.
funny. I was watching it with Lucy. It was Lucy showing me it.
Yeah.
It's quite funny.
We put Unraveled on as our outro.
No, but this isn't an anime podcast.
Oh.
That's next week. I'm just gonna play us out now. Oh, hang on. Pure makeshift fade. Yeah.
Scooby Dooby Doo, where are
I don't
you?
even know if it's. Yeah, it's playing. Thanks for tuning in. It's the No Spoilers Podcast, episode 8. I'm Paul, aka Gunfinger. Add me on Steam. I should probably address really quickly the reason I have Gunfinger like next to the name is because that's my Steam name. Same with Mr. Ho, but my name's actually Paul. So hey, how are you? Yeah,
It's Paul. Who the fuck's this dude, Potter?
Paul signing out.
Paul signing out. Wait.
Realty 93. You can follow me down here.
Remember.
I play a lot of Counter Strike. Follow my stream if you like. If you like.
That's the word. Bye guys.
I got
Bye.
Cheers. Have you ended it?
Are we clear?
Cheers.
We're clear.
Oh, you put. Yeah, nice.
Over.